What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again for another BFR. I'm wearing white. The light that's coming on is kind of white, and I'm wearing my white Vegas jersey, which means I'm wearing my, I'll turn around, Fleury jersey. So, as you can see, Marc-Andre Fleury did not play in this game, has not played with Vegas or the Hawks in over a year. But I thought, why not wear the color that Vegas wanted to lose their first game in this season? Game 8 against the Vegas Golden Knights for the Blackhawks started at 5 p.m. It was an early West Coast game on October 27th on Nevada Day, so it was the day that Nevada joined the Union back when they originally joined the United States of America. Hawks were wearing red and Vegas wore white, which was kind of odd. Vegas had the best record for a Stanley Cup champion, after winning the Stanley Cup. So they were 7-0-0 coming into this. Pietrangelo was added to the lineup. He had been hurt for a couple games, and he was back. And the Hawks win 4-3 in overtime. They go to 3-5. Shots were 24-21 Vegas, or 24-21 Chicago. Hits 21-20 Vegas. Faceoffs 32-20 Vegas. Power plays, Chicago goes 1-for-1, and Vegas goes 0-for-4. Special teams were dominated by the Hawks. And Mrazek saves 18 out of 21, and Hill saves 20 out of 24. And the lines were scrambled for the Hawks, that's for sure. The lines were indeed mixed around a bit after losing the last couple. So, on the first shot, Vegas scores at 18:25. It's a Vegas redirect goal. It's Pavel Dorofeyev, his first of the season from Amadio and Carlson to make it 1-0. Entwistle has a chance that's saved, and then on the second shot Vegas takes, it's 16:08. It's a Vegas deflection goal. William Karlsson, third of the season from Theodore and McNabb to make it 2-0. And Vegas looks like they're about to run the Blackhawks out of the park. After 10 minutes, however, the Hawks controlled the rest of the game, pretty much the entirety of it. There was a great save on Marchessault. Chicago started picking up the rest of the play. Reichel took a puck up high from... I can't even read what that says. Oh my gosh. I was writing that so small. I can't tell you who he took a puck up high from. I don't know. It was on his own team. That's all that matters. But at 6:40, it's a Chicago 5-hole goal. Ryan Donato picks up the puck and scores his second of the season from Perry and Kaiser to make it 2-1. Bedard has a push. Bedard is pushing the offense. Scramble cleared. Korchinski hits the post, but at 5:21. So a little over a minute and almost a minute 20 later, it's a Chicago breakaway. Well, not break. I call it a break goal, not a breakaway, because he just did a little break from the defender. Connor Bedard gets his third of the season from Foligno and Vlasic to make it 2-2. Bedard only scores while wearing red. He's scored all three of his goals where he's been in red. He has not scored in white. Play all of your games in red. That way you can score every game. Second period now. Dickinson was hurt on a block, but he would return. He'd keep playing. 18:57, Chicago penalty to Kurashev for hooking, which would be killed. Barbashev and Cotter were both denied. Perry is saved. Foligno's wide. Vlasic gets hurt. Vlasic was hurt. He needed assistance. He got off the ice on his own, but he did not come back to the lineup or did not come back to the bench the rest of the game. Entwistle elbows Colasar, and there's no penalty, which I thought was odd. 101, Chicago penalty to Murphy for slashing, which would be killed. And the 59 seconds would go into the third. The rest of it was killed off. Theodore has a fans on a pass, and Radish was right there. He picks up the puck, and at 18:49, it's a Radish break goal to Taylor Radish. Jeez, I'm having issues talking today. I've been talking a lot at work. So Radish is there. And at 18:49, he scores a break goal, his second of the season, unassisted to make it 3-2. And Chicago has the lead, surprisingly, to the shock of everyone. Foligno is saved. And 8:32, Vegas scores to tie the game. It's a snipe goal from Shea Theodore. He redeems himself after the turnover. Third of the season from Eichel to make it 3-3, but the Hawks continue to pressure. Marchessault has a hit on Bedard. 6:39, Chicago penalty to Kaiser for delay of game, which would be killed. Vegas was pushing, and then 2:26, Chicago penalty to Jones for tripping, which would be killed. Hawks were just taking penalties. I will say this Jones penalty, it was an awful call. Jones' stick had not even reached him yet by the time that he tripped, and so it should not have been a penalty because it wasn't tripping by Jones. Jones was livid. The announcers were kind of like, what the heck is this? Eichel just over the crossbar and a tip, and we go to overtime. In overtime, 3:57, it's a Vegas penalty to Carlson for tripping. And then Hawks were passing way too much, and that led to a Pietrangelo and Stevenson chance shorthanded, which Stevenson just narrowly missed. And then at 2:10, Pietrangelo tries to dump it right down the center of the ice. Philip Kurashev is waiting right there at the point. He comes in a little bit, does a little grip on a stick, pulls it back a little bit, and fires it at the net. Gets it past Hill. It's at 2:10. It's a power play, snipe goal. Philip Kurashev with his first of the season. Welcome back from injury. First of the season, unassisted, to make it 4-3. Sorry about that. And that was possibly the best they've played all season. Definitely one of the higher games they've played all season. But that's really all I have for you guys today. The Hawks beat Vegas. Although I'm wearing all Vegas gear, it is a Chicago victory. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.